Good evening, YouTube. How you doing? This is Jesse. Just going to go over my 1992 Ford F-150 flare side. It's got the 5-liter with the 5-speed. I just picked it up not too long ago. I had 98,000 miles when I picked it up. It's got 99,000 miles on it now since I put 1,000 miles on it. Pretty clean truck. I just want to kind of go over a couple things that I did, and hopefully this video will help you if you have issues with your doors. I'm going to turn it around. All right, so here's the truck. It's an F-150, 1992, rust-free. Underneath was in really good shape. One of the big reasons why I picked it up. Core support's clean. Had the 5-liter. I actually ended up putting heads on it because I had some issues taking off the intake manifold. But I went through the injectors and made sure that all the sensors and everything were kind of renewed, put new hoses on it, and got everything running. It runs absolutely beautiful now. Try to use OEM parts as much as possible. That really makes a difference when you're dealing with these old Fords. But one thing that's been bothering me since I've got the truck was the actual doors. So I'm going to go to the driver's side door. This driver's side door is actually adjusted, but when I first got it, what would happen is that the door would close like this, and then it would constantly kind of move back and forth. And I think there's a lot of F-150 owners that probably have this problem, and they don't understand how they can fix it. I'm going to tell you how you can fix this issue and hopefully correct it for the long term. So anyways, now I can push it, and it actually shuts pretty well. I'm going to go to the passenger side, and you'll see what I'm talking about as far as the door not being aligned properly. Now this one's not as bad, and I think what happens is owners get pretty close and they say, okay, you know, that's as good as I can get it. But when in fact what's happening is this one's actually closing. They got this latch in so far that they think it's tight, and that's as far as you can go. When in fact the door is just closing to the first latch, and you can't hear it hit the second latch, and it just is out of alignment. So how did I fix it? This is how I fixed it, okay? The problem stems from the parts that we get for these trucks nowadays, and it stems with this part right here. That's the bushing that goes on the door latch. Now this door latch, if you got a Ford OEM part, you're probably good to go. It's not a problem. Now, when you buy a part from like Advanced Auto or Rock Auto, they're meant to fit many vehicles, and not all vehicles are the same. So this bushing happens to be a little bit too big. So I don't have the original, so I can't mic it up to tell you how much of a difference it is, but there's really not that much of a difference, but that little difference does cause this door not to close properly. So I took this one out of this particular door here, and what I did was I took a newer one, and I took off some of the material on this actual plastic bushing. Okay, so how did I do that? There's a few ways you can do it. You could do it with a file. You could do it with a wire brush if you're patient enough, or you can go to a grinding wheel and slowly and softly hit it and try to evenly wear it down a little bit. So you'll take off some of the material here. So what's going to happen is the latch will actually go to the second click. As you can see, if I go in here, you'll see that this has been cleaned up because, you know, I didn't know if it was an issue with how dirty or corroded or nasty it was in here. And I cleaned it up, and then I started playing with this, and I realized that, gosh, it's too big. It's just way too big for it to close to the second latch. And because it's so big and it can't close to the second latch, it's going to give you that feeling that second click won't happen. So therefore, you'll have that space. You can kind of see it here, and it will not close to the second latch. So this was causing me to have an alignment issue, and that alignment issue was really bugging the crap out of me, because then you can hear the wind noise, and then the door wouldn't close. So after fixing that bushing, I didn't have that problem, because it'll go through the first click, then second click, right? And it's aligned. It's good to go. It's almost like a new truck again. So love this truck. It's a great truck of the era. I always like the Fords, and it's a 5-speed, so that's a bonus. If If you have any questions, let me know. I'll be doing some videos on this truck in the future. I do know quite a bit about Ford trucks, so if you have issues with yours, feel free to comment or ask a question, and maybe I can help you out. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. Take care. Goodbye.